And it has something to do with how we emote, how we express ourselves, how we nurture our wishes here with the Nine of Cups. I'd also like to mention that I did pull 2 cards before I started this reading. And the 2 cards that I pulled was the Four of Wands in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And I pulled those cards to see what this reading was, kind of the foundation and of the read. And it's funny because the Four of Wands is a foundational card. It is referred to as like a big commitment. It's referred to as a celebration, a foundation like a house, a location, something you've built. It comes after hard work with and vision and taking action and collaborating to create this foundation. So to have that in reverse tells me that we need to look at how our foundations are not stable, how our desires are impractical, and how we can stabilize them, especially with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. The 5 represents change, like the Tower in reverse, right? Or upright. The Tower is change, like the number 555, which comes to mind, which is also a number of awakenings and having all the elements plus spirit available to you to manifest, by the way, in the 3D from the 5D. So having that in reverse, right as I say that, the Eight of Cups pops out. Usually a Five of Pentacles, if it's personal, represents filling out of the cold, out in the cold. And I just pulled the Moon card in reverse. And it can represent a feeling of lack, being stuck in lack mentality, or releasing a lack mentality, or being grateful for all that you already have and releasing any negative attachments to that which you do not have in your mind to create in reality. It also represents being halfway to your goals, to your foundation, to your stability, and in reverse could imply that you've been able to move past this hurdle, especially with the Tower in reverse. Some big change has happened when it comes to lack mindset. That's what I'm picking up on. Because the Eight of Cups represents walking away from something, choosing to focus on building towards that 10 of Cups instead of only the 8. And in this depiction, there are 4 cups upright, kind of like the Four of Wands, only this is water energy versus the Wands fire energy. And that's a foundation. And the 4 cups represents in itself that card being bored or not paying attention to your blessings, focusing on the 3 that you have, but not seeing the one that Spirit is offering you that's like right next to your face. So like this card actually is double that, right? It's having twice as much, and there's 1 cup that's starting to fall over, and the person is looking despondent, looking down, serious grieving going on, and just like despair and unhappiness. It can imply walking away from a person, place, situation that you once invested a lot into, because the Seven of Cups is a card of options, of making choices. So the Eight of Cups would represent having made choices, but then having to walk away from things that didn't pan out. And I keep seeing the Seven of Pentacles in my mind as far as that goes, because that represents investment, things growing, right? And when you've tried to watch something grow for a long time, and you've spent all that energy, you usually want to see results. And then after the Eight of Cups was